This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Diane Lang. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm excellent, actually. Thanks for asking. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in New Jersey, a suburb of New York City, and it's the evening here, and it's still a little cold, so we're just waiting for spring to come.
Oh, well, I do have that email that in my inbox if necessary. I can send that here at Caribbean Sunshine. Just let me know, all right? If it gets
Okay.
too cold. Well, Dan, do tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I don't really remember who connected me. Oh, it was Dillis, Victoria.
Victoria does. Yeah, tell us, what do you do and what talent do you think?
Oh, I thought you said which talent set me up with you. Like, how did I connect with you? My fault. Sorry.
You're good. It's okay. Yeah, it's my accent. I have a thick Caribbean accent. Yeah.
Well, I have a thick New York City accent, so yours would be better. So you wanted to know what talent? What do I do?
Well, yeah, so the fact that we're connected means that something that you do is responsible for someone or something or somehow we're connecting now.
So I am actually what's called a positive psychologist, and I work with people both in counseling and coaching, and I speak and I try to help as many people as I can to just really be happier than where they are, and allowing people to know that they have the ability to be happier than where they are today, and that they do have some control of their happiness. And that is really my goal in life, to make everybody just know that, give them the resources and the tools to just live a optimistic, resilient life.
Supportive. You're a very supportive person.
Yes, I try to support as many people as I can, both professionally and personally.
Who did you learn that from? Is this someone in your family or friends?
Honestly, I think I learned it from my family by doing the opposite. I did not have the best childhood, but from that, you actually can learn what you don't want, what you don't like, and how it made you feel, and then make sure you reverse that and give everybody the love and the kindness that you wanted that you didn't receive.
Now that you've had the both sides of the coins to get to make a final choice on who you will be and how you will be to others, why will you continue to be that supportive individual that you are today?
It's a two-way street. It's watching people grow and be happy makes me feel great. And every time I get to help somebody and make a difference, I feel good. It's that random acts of kindness. It's paying it forward. It just really makes for a happier life, and I really love what I do. I'm really passionate about it, and I just can't imagine doing anything else. So I think I'm going to do it till I die, because I don't plan on retiring ever. So
for someone that's listening, someone that needs a therapist, who needs that positive living expert, where's the best place for them to connect with you?
My website would be the best, which is dlcounseling.com. And on there you can find my email and all my information.
Have you ever written anything that someone can pick up and read as well?
Sure. I have 3 different books, and I also have some chapters in other books. My latest book is Mindfully Happy, Waking Up to Life. And it's a book that's really based on giving tips and tools to be happier and more mindful.
Tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Every day I do gratitude. It is without a doubt the best thing that I ever did in my life, is by adding in every day I ask myself to look through my day and at least point out 2 to 3 things that I'm grateful for that happened that day. And that has really shifted my thinking. It's helped with the mind reset. It's just made such a big difference in my happiness.
Looking back from now to then, how does it make you feel to see what you've accomplished by doing this consistently?
It makes me feel great, and it also motivates me to continue on and to just keep adding more tools into my daily life that I know will make me happier. It really does.
Why would you suggest to someone that's listening that they do what you've done?
I really suggest that they do gratitude every day. At the end of the day, right before you go to sleep, maybe you're sitting in bed just relaxing, you really want to either write or ask yourself and say it out loud, what are 2 to 3 things I'm grateful for that happened today? And really look through your day to find those blessings, those gifts, those little miracles, so you can start really kind of switching your outlook and starting to notice and focus on the good instead of the negative.
Well said. Love that. All right, well, let's switch gears for a moment now, Diane. Let me now invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water. Diane, what's your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest, I would say, would be going into nursery school when I was probably 3 or 4 years old, and how scared and shy I was to watch all the kids playing outside in the playground. It was a really scary experience when you're that young, but that is my first experience I remember.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I think it's because it was some of the only pictures I could find of my childhood from my family. And it was the one of the first day of school and me being there, and you can see the fear in my face, and I can remember it clearly. And we usually don't remember much before that. Usually our first memories are between like 2.5 and 4. So I think it's a mix of that's kind of the way we work cognitively, but also just from finding that one picture, and you could see the fear in my face, the way I can remember it. It's almost like it was just like yesterday.
When you look at that memory, when you look at the way you felt, how do you see it connecting to who you are today?
I see it connecting as that is the beginning of, any fear, any unhappiness. And it was the start of really everything. But I kind of look at it differently. I look at it as the big picture. If it wasn't for all those kind of memories and having the childhood I had, I wouldn't be where I was today. I've grown. It's caused what we call post-traumatic growth. When you go through something that's traumatic or horrible, you have the choice whether you want to grow from it and learn from it, and not only do that, but use it to make yourself a better person and to help others. And that's what I chose. So I look at that picture sometimes with a little sadness, but in that memory, but then I also look at it and go, wow, thank God that happened, because I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without it.
It's really a different positioning when you're supporting from an experience of pain that you had. It gives you an opportunity to actively listen to an individual that's speaking, doesn't it?
It does. It makes me not just be an active listener, but also to be an empathetic listener. We really learn empathy from, hitting rock bottom. So unfortunately, as much as we don't want to, we kind of need to, because that's what gives us that ability to empathize and to realize we're not happy and move forward. So it's kind of a catch-22, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Making the baby steps are necessary. And even with the name of the book, Creating Balance and Finding Happiness, it's part of it, yeah? Part and parcel, the pain.
Yeah, it is definitely possible to get rid of the pain, absolutely, and to forgive and to work through and to be happier, absolutely.
Dan, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song, well, at that time, I was a big Madonna fan. She was huge here in the 80s, and it's a mix between Burning Up and Borderline. I couldn't tell you, because I think I like them pretty equally.
Sure, that's great. Love it. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Dan, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No, not yet.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Do you have children?
I do.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, I do not.
How about 3 hours a week?
Nope.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, it's way less than 8.
Then if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Diane Lang, what would you say that is?
I think my statement just really is that I'm honestly at a great place, and I feel that the best place to be is in your authentic self, and that's where I am. Took me a long time, but here I am.
Congratulations. Diane, again, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would just like to say thank you so much for having me as a guest. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah, this was a ton of fun. Thanks for passing by, Diane. I appreciate it tremendously. Diane Lang, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.